There's a problem in a church of 3,000 people. We're going to address the problem in a minute, but before we do, I just want to make sure that we understand at the end of the day, if we don't love one another, nothing else matters. I want to make sure you understand. Disciple making is only done because we love people. If you're not doing it because you love people, you're wasting your time, and you're hurting them too. And so when Paul talks about the book of Deuteronomy, he sums it up in one word, Galatians 5 and verse 14. Paul is talking about, in that text, he's saying, don't attack each other, don't be vicious with each other, don't mistreat each other. And he sums it up. He says, the summary of the law, the fulfillment of the law is found in one command, love your neighbor as yourself. That means Deuteronomy is all about loving one another. That's what the book is about. I want to make sure that you understand that every commandment in the book of Deuteronomy is a commandment to love. Every commandment is. So if you read Deuteronomy and you don't come away loving, you didn't read it right. And I also want to make sure you don't mishear this text, Galatians 5:14, because there's a little temptation for us here in the 21st century in North America. We have our problems. Other generations have had theirs. But one of our problems is this. We say, well, I don't know about Deuteronomy. I'm just going to love people. That's not what Paul says. He doesn't say you can either love or you can believe the Old Testament. No, what he says is if you believe the Old Testament, you will love. Love is the rubric through which we interpret the Bible. So it's not as though you either pick the Bible or you pick love. It is instead that when you pick the Bible, you have picked love. And if you don't come away loving, you didn't read it right. Go back and read it again. So when we look at Deuteronomy 25, which is our text today, you're going to see that it's actually a text all about love. It may not strike you that way because God is starting a nation with Israel. He's starting a nation. That means they actually have to have laws like every other nation has. When we read laws, for a lot of us, it's like, well, wow, I just want grace. But understand, grace only matters where there's law. Where there are no standards, grace is irrelevant.
Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Abby, and we are the hosts of Boulevard Online.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you will, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up by hitting the subscribe button right down here, right now.
If you'd like to watch the full message that this clip is from, click right here. Or if you want to watch another video, click right down here.
Hey, thanks for being with us. Until next time, be blessed.
And don't forget to be a blessing.